Hello everyone and welcome back to Priscilla's Kitchen, and in today's tutorial we will be making some mushroom sauce, mashed potatoes, steak and some broccoli. In a bowl I have 6 medium-sized potatoes that I've just cut lengthwise just to maximize the surface area and help it boil quicker, and I've added them to some cold water to prevent them from oxidizing and turning brown. In a pot that's set on medium to high heat, I have some water and I'm going to add a bouillon cube just to make a chicken stock. I find that boiling your potatoes in chicken stock really maximizes the flavor, but if you want to use plain water, by all means do that, but trust me on this point, add chicken stock to when you boil your potatoes. And now I'm just going to cover this, and now I'm going to proceed to my steaks. I have some steaks here and I'm going to season it with some salt, some black pepper and some all-purpose seasoning, and repeat the same steps on the other side. You may think I'm being heavy-handed with the seasoning, but I'm actually not, because when you add that steak to the hot pan, a lot of those seasonings and salt is going to render off and stick to the bottom, and you don't want to be left with flavorless meat. But also keep in mind that we will be making a mushroom sauce which is flavorful and is going to serve as a gravy. So if you over season your steak at this point and you add your gravy, it's going to be overly salty. Now I have some vegetable oil that I've added to a pan and it is heated up, and I'm going to place my steaks away from me and leave it to serve on one side for 4 minutes and then flip it over. Obviously you can leave your steaks to serve for longer or less depending on how you like your steaks. I like my steaks medium, so I'm just going to do 3.5 to 4 minutes on each side like so, and I flipped the other side as well. Now I'm going to baste my steak, so I'm going to add 2 cloves of garlic, and I will be adding some garlic and herb butter, and I'm going to use this to baste the steak. And now I'm going to remove the steaks and place them in a bowl and cover it with tinfoil to keep those juices locked in. Now I have my pan and it has a lot of that seasoning that's stuck to the bottom, and I'm going to add my onions and saute them until they become translucent like so. And now they've taken up a lot of those flavors, and now I'm going to add my mushrooms and just saute them and mix them together and incorporate all those flavors. Now the mushrooms have reduced and released a lot of their water, and now I have a cup of chicken stock and I'm going to add this to the pot and mix it all together just to make a sauce, and I'm going to bring that to a light boil and add some parsley just for color. And now I have my potatoes that I finished boiling. As you can see, the potatoes are fork tender, so I'm going to drain that water and I'm going to set that aside so it could be mashed later on. And now my mushroom sauce has simmered a lot, and I didn't show this part, but I added some heavy cream. You can add some milk if you want to, or not if you don't want to. And now I've simmered that and kept that aside. Now I have my potatoes and I'm going to go over with my masher just once and just mash all the visible potatoes I can see. And then I'm going to add a stick of butter and incorporate that all together. You don't want to over mash it at this point, because bear in mind we're going to add some milk, and if you over mash it and then you add the milk, it can turn into a big soupy mess, and we don't want that. We want texture and we want body. And now I'm going, as I said before, I'm just mashing that all together, just incorporating it, making sure that butter melts. And I'm going to add half a cup of whole milk. You don't have to add whole milk. I've seen people add sour cream, I've seen people add heavy cream, but whole milk just does it for me because I like the rich and creamy flavor that it gives. And this is the finished plate. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Ingredients will be linked in the description box below, and goodbye.